That we don't see. And it's not the fact that you ain't doing good deeds or this or that. And it ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman. It has to do with getting the job done. All that talk, you talk. And I don't hear you saying nothing about being tough on crime. I don't hear you not saying nothing about Alan Braggs doing anything to be tough on crime. I don't see Soros doing anything calling himself a philanthropist, not philanthropist, fucking idiot piece of, you know what, if that's what I call him. He's garbage and a deep state in our country, and he shouldn't be in our country sitting up on his greasy looking head and up there making any kind of rules or regulation or have anything to do with politics. If you are only a philanthropist and a billionaire, you should have nothing to do in our political arena at all. So we know what is going on. But they call it a role strategy, but she called it being a so-called governor. Now, to me, I think you're an idiot. She was able to take full advantage of the power of incumbency by taking action on an issue that is central to her election campaign. You know, CBS 2, you know what I'm saying, Marcia Kramer reported. You know what I'm saying? Good job. This is the next stop to the journey. Let the nation know that this is the next stop to the next journey. What journey is she talking about? The garbage that we see in you, Como, Biden, and all the rest of y'all did to the people. You know, back in 2000, talking about there was a great hamburger coming. You know what I'm saying? With cheese. You know what I'm saying? Next journey to let the nation know what. Let them know what. You should be cleaning up New York City and bringing it back to the epic center that it always has been. You know, so let them know that this is the state of New York and we will protect women's rights. How did I know she was going to use that Roe versus Wade scheme? How did I know? It was not unexpected. Women's rights to a safe and legal abortion. Right. Nobody is saying that. And matter of fact, Republicans probably was not saying that. It was probably taken out of context in many ways. What they were saying is they did not want the carelessness. And we have to look at that, whether it's Trump or Biden. We cannot have the carelessness of women just going out, wilding out, and getting pregnant, and then running going to have an abortion. Just like as if we're going to the bodega. There got to be some kind of understanding here. And women need to understand that. Do not let Kathy Hoxley use that against Lee Zeldin in no shape or form, because you're stupid. You know full well that Lee Zeldin will work out anything he has to work out to protect women's rights, as well as families, friends, and those who live in New York City as regular and common people. Go to work every day, whether you're rich or poor, and doing your thing, and it's a common life and a good life. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to change the dynamic. You have a chance to make that choice. You have a chance to change things up in New York and see what the Republicans can really do by putting Lee Zeldin in office. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing we're looking at when it comes to Biden. Now, a lot of people don't like Trump, but one thing Trump will have to do, he would have a lot to prove once he take that office. And he would have a lot to clean up and cut out all the treason and the trash that put this hell and Luciferian garbage upon the people. You know what I'm saying? So we have to start waking up to the political game that is being played upon us with the keys and the power to the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the Secret Service, FBI, CIA, secret that, and secret everything, secret. You know what I'm saying? And they have all this power to all this different stuff and raking off millions and trillions of dollars talking about raise the debt ceiling. and we still ain't seen none of them billions of dollars that he's sending into other countries, other wars, other places, and everywhere else. And all the people got out of that probably is a steamy. Trump love letter to Kim Jong Il, to Kim Jong Un, excuse me, there, brother, from the name, reportedly reveals North Korea leader was ready to work with the U.S. on denuclearization. But we see many letters exchanged between the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and Kim Jong-un were published by the Korean American Club. In one of the letters, Kim reportedly expressed willingness to discuss his country denuclearization with Trump. I wonder why we didn't hear too much about that. Over dozens of letters exchanged between dozen of letters exchanged by the U.S. President Donald J. Trump. I don't know what the fuck you keep talking about some former. He's the president to me, and until you prove that he is not, you know what I'm saying? But the President Donald J. Trump, Trumpy baby, and North Korea leader Kim Jong Un was published by the Korean American Club. What happened? Trump's self-described love letter from Kim were retrieved by the authorities from his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida. In the letter, Kim reportedly expressed his willingness to discuss his isolated country denuclearization with Trump while, sidelining then South Korea President Moon Jae-in, Jae-in or whatever, reportedly star and stripes, in the letter dated April 2018, 2 months before meeting with the President of the United States for the first time at the Singapore summit. Kim said, "I am ready to work with your excellency with all my heart and devotion to establish a feat no one has ever accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So we see where that might be what it is. We didn't see the letter, so we cannot say truly if it's so. But we do feel that that was one of the things that Trump was doing that definitely was a good move. Now I'm saying he had, with both nuclear nations on either side, he had a good relationship with them where he was trying to protect America from this. And it takes a businessman and a man who knows how to talk about business, do business, and be there to be able to bring in that type of mentality on the board and on the board and at the board meeting and be able to say the right things to get things done. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden didn't do that. All they cared about was covering their ass, scrambling the country into hell and a Holyfield while they run and scratch and scrape. And now the people would say, now that they're caught in all the garbage that they did, or now the evidence is now all blown up to the point where it must be exposed, we see where, they rather burn it down than straighten it out. And this we see. Meanwhile, they're gonna say, well, they can't be prosecuted at this time because we have an election coming up, and that would devastate the country and shut things down. But that's not the way we see it. We saw that as a strategy to protect yourself. We didn't see it as a strategy as that. All we saw was a strategy to protect yourself from them, from the prosecutions and the stuff that you may have gotten caught for in many ways, or maybe people got sick of it in all ways. You know what I'm saying? But you use this strategy in order to say that, we can't do this at this time, and we got to keep it quiet because, if we expose every single one of them in all ways, you know what I'm saying, it could shut the country down and we won't have an election. So they let everybody run around, free as charge, meanwhile campaigning and keeping things as normal as can be. But we see New York judge face removal after bragging to colleagues about pulling guns out on black people. But he was on the, he was a judge. He make yeah, here come the judge. Everybody knew he come the judge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, racist, and he's up there. So you know, how many people did he send to jail injustly? In injustably, you know what I'm saying? How many people did he send to jail, you know what I'm saying, or agreed along with the evidence that was not evidence, or send, how many innocent people on his reign did he send to jail, as a matter of fact? You know what I'm saying? We need to look into his conspiracy more deeper, you know what I'm saying? But the right-wing conspiracies goes wild over clips showing CNN helping Biden with cheat sheet in interview. Oh, wow, so Biden up there with a cheat sheet.